and welcome to another videos of Minutes Pilates at home. Today focusing around our abdominal muscles and our pelvic control. So we're going to start on our back first of all to find our neutral position. So what I call the neutral position is your feet together, heels apart and toes apart, so just a little bit of space in between your legs, and then your back nice and flat. So to find that, you can pop your hands onto your pelvis and you're going to rock forward and back the way. So think of the motion like a bucket handle, sinking the back to touch the mat and then coming off from the mat. So your neutral position is in between those two motions there. So you can reduce your movement until you find that 50-50 with just a little space for two fingers on imaginary blueberry. From that position, we're going to do abdominal prep. So for abdominal prep, we need to make sure that our neck is not going to be strained at all. So think of an apple between your chin and your chest, which is going to stay there. The movement is very much coming from the rib cage sinking down and back. So breathing in to prepare, breathing out coming up, looking in between my knees. Breathing in to hold, breathing out to come back down. If you feel like your neck is straining during this, you can pop your hands just behind your head there to support it for the same movement. Breathing in to prepare, breathing out to come up, breathing in to hold, breathe out back down. And again. So my lower back is staying nice and flat in contact with the mat. So everything is nice and relaxed. It's not a very big movement at all, but enough to get the shake and those abdominal muscles nice and warmed up and working hard. One more time. Lovely, and back down. I'm going to add oblique twist, but if you're happy enough that abdominal one is enough, then stay at that. So abdominal twist coming up, twisting, so right elbow to the right knee, then coming back, twisting left elbow forwards, the right knee, coming back and back down. Breathe in, prepare, breathe out, come up, breathe in, hold, breathe out, twist, breathe in, back, breathe out, twist, breathe in, back, breathe out, come back down. I'm just going to do one more there. And slowly coming back. And just offset there, relax for a second, bringing your knees to your chest. And you can roll gently side to side if you want to as well. And then in your own time, coming back into that neutral position there. Arms are out to the side. And we're going to do a few hundreds. Hands are side to side, palm facing one another. And what I would like you to picture is some strings at the tip of your fingers, which are going to pull your arms away from your body to be nice and long. And then your hands are going to come up the way. And arms up, we're going to be doing some gentle pulses there, up and down, up and down. So for the breathing, we breathe out for 5 and in for 5. Breathing in to prepare, out coming up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and every 10 we come back down. And again, breathe in, prepare, breathe out, come up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and relax, exhale. One more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and back down you come. We are going to add our abdominal prep with the hundreds. So you can either do it without the hand protecting the neck, but if you need to, then one hand to protect your neck, the other one to do the hundreds, and when you've done the 10 and came back down, you will then switch to the other side. Breathe in, prepare. Breathe out, coming up. Breathe in and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and back down. Breathe in, prepare, breathe out, come up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back down and switching sides. If you're doing the arm behind your head, and coming up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back down you come. Lovely, well done. We're going to now go into scissors. So staying in that nice neutral position, one leg is going to come up to table position and then back down, switching to the other leg to table position and back down. You breathe in to prepare, out to come up, in to come back down, making sure your back is still nice and flat, and just alternating sides. Note that my knee is not coming closer to my body as well, so it's staying at that kind of 90-degree table angle. This is managing to engage your trans-abdominal, so you really lower muscles nicely. And it's a nice way to try and find them as well if you've never felt those muscles work before. So you can pop your hands on your bony bits and then down an inch and then down another inch to find them, so they are very low down. To make this exercise a little bit harder, we essentially go a little bit faster. So note that now one foot is kind of hovering off whilst the other one comes and touch down. And for the breathing, we're going to breathe a little bit faster, but out as you come up, in as you come down with the one leg. And if you're feeling brave and want to add our abdominal prep in, then you can do so. You can also protect your neck. The faster, the harder. If you decide to go even faster, then you may want to do 2 breath out, 2 breath in. Making sure that your legs are not passing that tabletop position. So no kicking up to the ceiling. Make it 2 more on each side there. And then come back down. Well done. In your own time, you're going to come up into sitting. And from there, we are going to do some half roll downs. So I'd like you to think for a second about the natural C shape of your spine, because we are going to keep that natural shape the whole way. My hands are going to stay out to each side of my legs to guide me down. So I'm going to drop down onto my sitting bone, and then I'm going to slowly come back up. I'm only going as low down as I can control for the way back. Shoulders staying relaxed, neck nice and long. Breathe in, prepare, breathe out, come down. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, back up. You can add a bit of mobility to this exercise by bringing your arms up at the end like so. All the way up before you come back down. Try to keep that space in between your knees. If you need to, you can grab a little bowl to keep it at that nice maintained position, and only drop as low down as you can control, but low enough that you are working the abdominal control. Trying to keep your feet nice and flat on the mat as well. Make the next one your last one. And relax, well done. Last exercise, coming onto all fours there. And finding your neutral in this position again by going into a couple of your cats and camels, rolling down, making a nice big bowl, and then curving the lower back, looking up the way. And again. And then find the middle ground in between those two movements to have a nice flat back. Trying to think of that table, also engaging your abdominal muscles. Your hands should be nice and flat against the mat, in alignment with your elbows and your shoulders, and I'm going to keep looking in between my hands to keep my neck nice and long. I'm then going to curve up onto my toes in order to hover my knees up and then back down. Note that my bottom is not then lifting higher up than my back. Breathing in to prepare, out to come up into leg pull prep, in to hold, out back down you come. Keeping that engagement around those abdominals. Well done, 5 more. Your wrist may feel a bit sore when you do this, but that's fine, that's strengthening it. But otherwise what you can do is close fists or roll your mat so that there's a bit more padding. Okay, last one there. And relaxing it all. Well done everyone. Just relaxing down onto our child pose there, our shell stretch. And that is the end of our abdominal workout. Hope you enjoyed it and see you next time.